Ah, the Cavendish experiment. What an absolute shit show this is. For anyone to put their name to this experiment is a joke and an embarrassment. So I've just completed my first Cavendish magic show experiment. I actually encourage you all to do this experiment for yourself. By doing it yourself, you get an extra insight into the shit show that is the Cavendish magic experiment. Anyone claiming this shit show proves anything is a fraud, straight up. Before we look at my experiment, I want to take you into the mind of a mad glober trying to prove something using a completely flawed experiment protocol. Let's hear what this mad glober has to say about his Cavendish magic show.
Okay, so twice now I've rung this, and both times it's come to rest at a position other than its equilibrium position, but both times I've had some inherent motion in the system. As you see in the time lapse, there was some slight swinging in the rod, although that's kind of a good thing because it's another proof is that this has come to rest at that position and is no longer swinging, which means that the force holding it there, in fact just off a bit, because it...
Did you hear that? He states that he could not get the beam to stop moving. And guess what? That's what I found as well. And guess what? That's also what Sly found, and he hints at this in his comments when he rightly says that this experiment requires extreme patience. Yeah, because the damn beam never actually stops moving. When I was doing mine, a car would drive past and the damn bar started moving again. The constant and unstable movement of the beam is very frustrating and it will never sit still. So let's take a peek at my experiment. You'll see here that I've modified the protocol in an effort to get the beam to stop moving. After hours and hours and looking through the time-lapse footage, you quickly realize that even when this beam stops, just wait for another 30 seconds and off she goes again. A creak in the house, a car driving by, someone 500 meters away sneezing. Okay, I'm exaggerating now. So what Sly and the idiot before has done is waited for hours and hours for the damn beam to stop moving. Well, it never stops, but it does stay still for long enough to place that bowling ball or big rock next to the beam. Just wait 30 seconds and watch the magic happen. The beam just starts moving again, whether the bowling ball or rock is there or not. Guarantee it will always start moving again. So from a video point of view, it is ridiculously easy to fake this. You could video the beam coming to a complete stop, fool everyone, quickly place the heavy objects next to the beam, wait 30 seconds, and hey presto, it looks like the beam is attracted to the heavy objects. Complete fraud, complete magic show, complete waste of everyone's time. Shame on you, Globers. This one reeks of desperation. You're better than this. Okay, with the two identical mass objects on either side, the 1 litre milk carton should hover in the centre. But it doesn't. It appears to have a tendency to lean to the right. That's interesting, isn't it? If it has a tendency, then we can predict where that weight is next going to move. And that's the magic trick right there, folks. It's very easy to predict, once the beam stops for a couple of seconds, where its tendency is going to be. And that's how the clowns doing this magic show are making the weight appear to be attracted to the larger weight object. Boy, to put your name to this as proof of anything, is embarrassing and 100% fraudulent. Alright, so watch now as the beam starts rotating the wrong way once we have the heavy objects in play. Remember, it should be rotating towards the heavy boxes of paper, but it goes the wrong way. So why is that? Well, remember how the beam had a tendency to go that way. At this point, it was simply up to me. Do I place the heavy objects to the right and claim I've just proved gravity? Or do I place the heavy objects on the left and prove what a load of garbage this experiment is? The heavy objects are simply getting in the way of the tendency for the beam or the rod to go in one direction. So, how can we make sure we are not duped here? My advice is to ask for at least 30 minutes of footage after the rod stops moving. And make sure it stays dead still for at least 2 minutes after placing the heavy objects next to it. But look, even then, it would be easy to edit the footage and still fool you. This one is busted, folks. Thanks for watching.